Welcome, welcome. Lucas is out here with me enjoying the morning, enjoying a cup of coffee, and we'll see who we get on this beautiful Sunday morning. I'm looking for the live to pop up on my laptop, and I'm using my phone as the camera. We're supposed to have some weather moving in. All right, I see 3 people watching right now. Nancy Drew, good morning, good morning. Good to have you. I'm hanging out here with Lucas on the front porch, enjoying the morning. I have to find the live on my laptop. There are a few bugs out here, so I'll be doing the what we call the Marana wave. So we're waiting for another monsoon flow to come in, and they're telling us it's going to start probably Monday, Tuesday timeframe. So we're looking forward to that. We got 1.25 inches of rain here a week or 10 days ago, and that really helped the desert, really helped green everything up. Let me flip this around. This is my view from the front porch. We're coming to you live from southern Arizona. Hello, Block Strike. Welcome, welcome. So we live inside the Ironwood Forest National Monument. It's 129,000 acres of beautiful desert Sonoran land. And there's some private property inside. So that's where we live. Yeah, all right, I see 13 people are watching right now. Some popping in. There's Lucas's butt. There's his face. Let me see. Sit, sit. Look at me. Sit. So I was enjoying the morning, having a cup of coffee, and figured I would share it with you. You see these flowers on the front window. We have problems with the birds flying into the windows. Sometimes they knock themselves out. So put some flowers on there. It helps a little bit, but We have bees coming in, picking up water. And these are not aggressive. Good morning, Ray. Good to see you. Yeah, it's almost 8 o'clock. Just sitting here enjoying a cup of coffee, and I decided, hey, I'm going to go live and share the morning. It's been super hot lately with the monsoon rains coming. It's cooled it off quite a bit. These trees that we have are mesquite trees. They're Chilean mesquites. They're fast growing, and they have some pretty good shade. This tree here was the first one we planted. It's about 20 years old, and it's shading the driveway here nicely. So you can sit underneath here or park a car under here. That one over there is the biggest tree that we have. It's also a mesquite tree, and it's tapped into the leach field from the septic, and it's really gotten huge. I just posted a short of Lucas chasing lizards. He's going over there now to check for lizards. They're pretty smart. They know how to get away from them. Hey, Cheryl, good to see you. Yeah, this is the front yard, Cheryl. This is the front gate here on our property. You can see the sage is blooming out there. I don't want to go too far from my Wi-Fi, but the sage is blooming out there. We have some beautiful purple flowers. Very calm today. We've had a lot of wind, but today is pretty calm. You can see the windmill over there is not rotating. Lots of room for Lucas to run and play. And Okie keeps water for the critters in the front yard, so we get rabbits and birds, especially when it gets hot. You know, they need water constantly, so this is what we call the front island. Some old farm stuff that we picked up in the Midwest. The pump came from Iowa. The can came from Nebraska. And this square metal piece is actually a harrow. Came from my grandparents' farm in Ithaca, Nebraska. So that's a prized possession made back in the 1800s. And it leans up against this tree. See, upside down, August 29th, 1882. And my father remembered using that as a kid when they were busting dirt clods on the farm. They drag a string of those around behind the tractor. An old hand pump set up here. It's also from Iowa. Sister and her husband gave it to me. And I hauled it back, and it sits here in the front yard. So yeah, this is our paradise here. Have you heard traffic yet? No, you haven't. Not a whole lot of traffic. Hey, Mike, good to see you. It's a perfect morning right now. It's going to be over 100, but in the mornings when it's dry and we got low humidity, it's cool in the mornings. I mean, it was about 67 when we got up this morning, and then it'll get up over 100 today. You can see Lucas over there chasing lizards in that tree. Nancy, we're about 25 miles from town. Yeah, it is very peaceful, Cheryl. And like I mentioned before to you, Cheryl, if you do make it out here, there's a lot to see out here in the monument. We just go out that gate, stop sign's right there, the road's right there, we hang a left, and then we have 129,000 acres out in the monument. I'm going to walk around the house here. My Wi-Fi is on this end of the house, so we've planted a lot of trees over the years, and shade is very important here. Got a couple of Jeeps to play with in the desert. Come in handy during monsoon season. We catch rainwater with the cisterns. Got about 200 gallons in there and about 275 in there. Those filled up nice and full. We have grapefruit here. There's next year's crop. I'm watching my Wi-Fi. Hopefully I don't get disconnected here. There's an orange tree, and we have another baby orange tree, mandarins, and we have our own wells, so that helps us keep them all alive. Okay, you can see Ragatop off in the distance there. Hey, Joy, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. See Ragatop out there. There's bighorn sheep that live up there. Lucas always chasing something. Let's go over and check out the pond. This pond is 20 years old. So is that big koi in there. It's a female. I fed them this morning already, but they're willing to eat anytime. And the rest of them are goldfish. And with these cattails growing here, boy, you plant one and they take over. So I have to go get in there periodically and clear them out. Otherwise, they'll choke out the space for the fish. And then there's my little waterfall back there. This was my relaxation spot. After a hard day at work, come over here and sit on the bench and just kick back and relax. One thing I learned during monsoon season, the toads love to be in the pond. And when I was working, they would croak all night and keep me awake. So I had to put some screening on the bottom there to keep the toads out. Yeah, it works okay. This is our little piece of paradise. Now, mulberry trees are pretty rare out here. This is one that came up from seed that we propagated. But you can't buy mulberry trees here in Arizona. They won't let anybody sell them because the pollen got so bad that they outlawed them. If you guys have watched my videos and seen the water hole, oh, I think I just lost you. Let's see. Let me get back around. Okay. The water hole is out that way on the other side of the fence line. I just posted a video. If you see that fence out there, it's out there. We keep water out there for the desert animals. And we got some gardening areas that we grow things in. It's so hot here right now, you can't grow very much. Hey, Box Van D, hello. Waking up, listening, not chatting. That's okay. Get some coffee, D. It was just such a beautiful morning. Some neighbors are walking. Morning. Lucas doesn't like that dog. He's not real friendly with dogs in general, but he'll bark at them until they leave. All right, I'm going to set you down here. And then flip the camera around. All right, here we go. starting to warm up. Yeah, protecting the family, Lucas, that's right. Come here, buddy. You don't have to bark at them, they're neighbors. It's okay. Yeah. I see you. We have a glider port just to the south, a couple miles. And they haven't been flying much lately. We usually see them on Saturday and Sunday. They're out flying. They have a tow plane and they pull gliders up and release them, and then they, fly around and then land. But I wonder what the deal is. I don't know. I'm going to look at the weather report here. It's about, like I said earlier, it was 67 degrees and 30% humidity when I got out here this morning. Oh, there's somebody coming down the road. Let's see who it is. That's the front gate there. Oh, that's our neighbor. That's Jeff. Jeff and Mari. They just built a small house out that direction, and they're just about ready to move in. So there's 1 square mile of property out here that's privately owned, and it's filling in, so more and more people are finding it. See what the weather's going to be. One thing we've had the last few days are mosquitoes. Okay, it looks like the high is going to be 103 today. It's actually not too bad. Once it gets 104 and 105, then it starts getting uncomfortable. But when the humidity is low, up to 104 or 105 is okay. You can survive that. Fairy dust is here. Hello, Brene. Yikes, take cover. Yeah, we do. We have some Chilean mesquites, Brene. This is our little piece of paradise. The bees are coming in to pick up water. And these aren't aggressive. We've never been stung by them. You can walk right up there. They're just collecting, sorry about that. They're collecting water and taking it back to their hive. But yeah, these Chilean mesquites are about 18 to 20 years old. And they give us some very nice shade, and they're pretty fast growing too. Now this one has had grubs in it, and so the canopy is kind of thin. and I think it will die eventually. In the meantime, I planted African sumacs here. Actually, a couple of them came up from seed, so this is going to be our next generation of shade. And Texas Laurel here. And the sage out by the gate is blooming. You can see the purple flowers out there. We have them on each side of the gate. No, the mesquites, Ray, don't grow fruit per se. They do put on seed pods though. And you can propagate those into trees, you know, which we've done. Mike says a 77 and a high of 96 in southeast Colorado. Cool. You can chew on the mesquite pods, Ray. The rabbits actually eat them. Okay, I'm rolling back in the chat to see if I missed anybody. Yeah, so we don't really have anything planned today. We went over to a friend's house on the east side of Tucson yesterday. Boy, oh boy, the traffic in Tucson is crazy. People just cut in, cut out. There's no wonder there's so many accidents. But we made it back safely. Hello, Ava. Welcome, welcome. Hope your Saturday's going well. Such a beautiful morning. I just thought I would pop in and say hello. Okay, Ray. Ray says I would chew the pods when I lived in Mexico. Yeah, kind of a sweet taste to them. Exactly, yeah. And the Palo Verdes that grow wild here have seed pods on them too, and they propagate very easily. My coffee got cold. Yeah, I kind of miss your live streams, Mike. Those were interesting days, especially the ones I could stay up for. Ooh, maybe your birthday, huh? Did you guys ever see any of these plants before? These are desert rose, adeniums. They've already bloomed, but these are interesting. Neighbor got us started on these. She gifted us this one here, I think it was. They have a big caudex on them, very unique plant, and they love the desert heat. These are interesting. They come from South America. One of the neighbors we had, he's passed away now, gave us a couple of these. They don't have thorns on them, they're smooth, but they like it here in the desert. So shade is everything in the hot sun. Yeah, I agree. Joy, I agree. Yeah, desert rose is very unique. They're getting more and more popular. So when you hear about rain in the desert and what it smells like, these creosote bushes right out here, that's what makes the smell. When they get wet, they put off a very unique odor. It's not a bad odor. It's very kind of confirms that rain is coming. This is a Palo Verde tree. Everything was so dry because we didn't get any rain through the winter. But these guys grow wild. And you can see the leaves on them are real tiny because they don't want to, evaporate too much moisture. You notice the green bark on them? That tells you it's a Palo Verde. So the green bark even does its job for photosynthesis. But these are the ones that grow wild from seeds. And then that tree, one of our neighbors gifted us. And so we've been keeping it watered. The name escapes me right now. They have nice flowers on them. Willow tree. Yeah, it's a willow tree. There's some saguaros. That's on the other side of the fence in our neighbor's yard. See all those saguaros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So this area was settled, by ranchers way back when, and So we find those, drop stuff off. Of course, they panned for gold way back when, and one of my neighbors found this and gave it to us, along with old hubcaps. It's an old Volkswagen, I think. I don't know. Old bottles and stuff. Oh, somebody drove by. Who is that? Some of the cactus photos that I share come from our cactus garden here. I mentioned earlier, but we keep water basins. The birds and the rabbits come in here. This stalk laying in this tree came from an agave. At the end of their life, they put that stalk up, and then you can actually pick these plants off and then plant them. You just have thousands of them. There's a stalk over there from one. It's a little different, but same type of plant. We were out walking around the desert, and Oki picked this up. Deer shed. We have mule deer out here, and they come in for water. You can see those in my water hole videos. But yeah, we just absolutely love it out here. It's quiet. And Lucas loves it too. Huh. Sit, stay, stay. Antique decor, yeah. Yeah, we like the antique stuff. Yeah, so these toads come out at night, and they eat bugs, which are fine. In fact, that right there is toad poop down there. They leave little gifts for us. Okay, Lucas, okay. I have one spoiled dog here. Okay, you're all right. We got bees coming in for water. And we depend on them, of course. You know what bees do. They pollinate things, and so we don't mind. Never been stung by one. Yeah, in fact, this bird bath is an antique too. We found that at a secondhand store. Okay, so we're waiting to see if somebody drives by. I think I've seen 3 cars go by. Yeah, this used to be bare land. It was all just bare land when we bought it. And then the very first thing I did was started planting these Chilean mesquites. So that one out there in the island is the first one. Because shade's really important. Yeah, that's true, Joy. You just leave the bees alone unless you impede them or try to touch one, they won't sting you. This is a very peaceful spot. All right, I'm catching up with the chat here. We also have hummingbirds around here too, so we keep that feeder up there for them. That red one up on the right side. So Brene, I see your comment. Mo Bang, Mellow, and Ron C. Yeah, if I get out of the Wi-Fi zone from the house, I get disconnected, so I'm staying close to the house. You know, knock on wood, Brene, we have not had any rattlesnakes this year. One thing I do is I control the mice population with bait boxes, and that is the key to keeping rattlesnakes out. If there's food for them, then they'll come in. Now we have had king snake that lives around the area that comes and goes, but they're not aggressive. I've seen rattlesnakes out in the monument, but none on our place. I know that's not your favorite thing is rattlesnake, huh? Yep, they're no fun. They do have their job to do, but they can do it out there and not here. That's right, they have the whole desert. They don't need to be here. We have a lot of doves here too. A lot of bird life. Hello, Copper State. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Just doing a pop-up live stream from the porch. We're inside the Ironwood Forest National Monument, enjoying a cup of coffee on the front porch on this beautiful Saturday morning. I've been posting more shorts than long form video, and so I want to get the watch hours up a little bit. I'll monetize this afterwards when it saves off, and then I'll run commercials on it for people that watch later. It's a nice calm morning. Hey Floss, welcome, welcome. Lucas has friends. You know, after living in the city, and I know a lot of you folks live in the city, but when you sit outside on your porch or your patio, what do you hear mostly? You hear traffic, vehicle traffic, constantly and never stops. Out here, it's just dead quiet. And we get cars, you know, traveling by, but we don't have that traffic noise that you constantly get in the city. And when we go in and visit somebody and sit in their backyard, that's the first thing I pick up on is the traffic noise. But you get so used to it, you don't even notice it when you live in the city. Out here in the country, it's peaceful and quiet. People out in this area that live here, of course, drive back and forth, but we don't get a lot of through traffic like you do on roads in town. Yeah, pretty much, Cheryl, especially in the morning when it's cool. There's my cup. Oki bought this for me. I fix stuff. It says, that's what I do. I fix stuff and I know things. So it's about 8:30 now. Okay, it's good to know, Joy. Tumbleweed RV Life, welcome, welcome. Yeah. Hope to catch up with you in October. Cool, cool. Let us know when you get out here. Yeah, Ava's the cup collector. She's got all kinds of cool cups. And what I do quite often is, you know, when you're out walking around, I set my cup down somewhere and then I'm, you know, doing chores or pulling weeds or trimming trees or whatever. And then I walk off and I leave it. And then sometimes I find it a few days later. This one's a metal one. So it can sit outside and be okay. Plus, if I drop it, I don't break it. Back to the front view. We're waiting for somebody to drive by. I've had 3 cars go by this morning. Lucas is chasing lizards. Oh, the bees must have got all the water they needed. They're not here. They left. We have hundreds of lizards out here, and Lucas likes to chase them around. Keeps him busy. Yeah, we got some butterflies coming in. There's my coffee spot. So peaceful and quiet. What do you think, Lucas? Not too windy. If you guys have seen my drone videos, I can take off right here from the porch with the drone and I can fly out to the north up there. You can see the hills right over the fence line. That's usually where I'll fly when I take off from here. The never-ending search for lizards. Somebody's driving by. Who is that? Oh, that's another neighbor going to work. Lucas is trained to avoid rattlesnakes, so when we come out first thing in the morning, we'll do a walk around the property and then watch his reaction. He sniffs around and checks everything out, and then we know after that we can play ball. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. Yeah, we have these solar lights, Brene, around the trees that are close by the house there. You can see them down here. There's 2 solar lights there and a couple over here. But yeah, we're always careful to look before we step out. So we've had rattlesnakes on the front porch before, and it kind of rattles you. That's funny, huh? It rattles you when you see them. Haven't seen any hummers come by this morning. Years ago, we used to raise a lot of rose bushes, and it's just got so hot that they don't survive very well. This is the last one. There's a mini rose bush, but it's always active, always moving. Okay, we're coming up on an hour now. Oh, somebody else driving by. Who is it? Let's see. Oh, I don't recognize that truck. Somebody out here wandering around the monument. Okay, so we had 5 vehicles go by. It's a busy Saturday morning. Okay, folks, thanks for spending time with me. I enjoyed having you and hope you enjoyed looking around our little paradise. There's another sitting spot out there underneath the big tree. But anyway, have a great Saturday, a great weekend, and don't forget I'll be live on Monday morning at 9 a.m. Arizona time. Thank you for being here. Have a good one.